No. No. We don't need any more of that.
No, none of that.
We don't need any more of that.
I think that was a brilliant way to start off the DigiCast,
No.
this newest episode of us talking about the SNES Classic Edition. I don't know about you guys, but I think this is a really good opening.
Yeah, we're going to start with that. Hey guys, welcome to the DigiCast, and let's talk about the SNES Classic. So, just first impressions, guys, the SNES Classic. Are you excited?
No.
Are you so excited that you're not going to be able to get one?
Yes,
I'm not excited.
But regardless, we wouldn't be able to get one because they're going to have stocking issues.
I think Scott needs to go on a rant or something. He sounds a little angry. Say hi, Scott, so everyone knows who you are.
What's up, everybody? My name's Scott
That's
Lee.
Scott. Say hi. Say hi, Jacob. Jacob's here too.
Hi.
Hi. Okay.
Hopefully you heard my my beautiful voice in the intro, but Nathaniel might cut it out.
Jacob, you don't have to sound unenthusiastic because you're probably excited for the SNES Classic.
No, I'm actually not.
Really?
Really?
Just because of what happened with the NES Classic, and Nintendo can sit there and say all they want about the stock issues and how we're going to rectify it and we're going to fix it and we're going to do better this time around. But we all know that's not going to happen because this is Nintendo we're talking about, and I love them. I love them to death. But
Thank you so much for saying that.
It's probably not going to fix shit.
No, it's not, and that's totally my thing. Is that I think if this was the first thing we were hearing about, like if we had never had the NES Classic, I would be kind of like, I
would
cool,
be stoked out of my mind.
Yeah, but no, I can't go through this again.
Yeah, my heart can't take another.
Well, here's the thing. I'm gonna really quick just run through all the games that are on the SNES Classic. There's gonna be 21.
Yeah, let's let Nathaniel be the positive force here.
Yeah.
There's going to be Mario World, Mario Kart, Super Mario Kart, Zelda Link to the Past, F-Zero, Super Metroid, Street Fighter 2, Hyper Turbo, whatever, Super Punch-Out, Castlevania 4, Donkey Kong Country, Mega Man X, Kirby Superstar, Final Fantasy 3, Kirby's Dream Course, Star Fox, Yoshi's Island, Mario RPG, Contra 3, Secret of Mana, Earthbound, Super Ghouls and Ghosts, and I left out Star Fox 2. And this is a big deal because Star Fox 2 has never been officially released by Nintendo, ever.
It almost makes it worse that Star Fox 2 is in there.
That's the thing, because if there's stock issues, it's just going to piss people off more.
Yeah, no.
Because this is an official release of a game.
That's what makes me angry, is that there's Star Fox 2 in there, and no one's going to get to play it.
It feels like Nintendo took a piece of paper, rubbed it on my chest, and made this horrendous paper cut, then took a lime and just smashed it in there and squeezed all the lime juice into my cut.
It sounds like this
feels like.
Actually happened to you recently, Jacob.
Nope, that is a scenario that was just crafted in my head because Nintendo put the never-before-released Star Fox 2 tied to the SNES Classic Edition that I'm probably never going to see. I still don't believe the NES Classic happened. Like, I still don't believe it happened. I literally have never seen one.
I'm so much more angry because, like, there's so many things that elevate my rage level about this. One of them is the fact that we still have not gotten any details about Virtual Console or just retro titles in general on the Switch. So if you're going to make the Switch your main platform, you're not going to tell us about anything regarding online or Virtual Console at E3. And then you're going to tell us that the first time we get to play, probably the only time we're going to get to play Star Fox 2, unless they finally announce something for the Switch, is on this thing, which we're not going to be able to get because they're not going to stock it.
That hasn't even ran through my mind yet. And oh my God.
And they claim, they claim that they're going to stock it better, and they said that they don't have any plans to stock it beyond 2017. But honestly, even if they're claiming they're going to stock it better, I don't trust them. I don't believe it because, as Jacob said, this is Nintendo.
I'll give them... They at least said this time around that it's only going to be in 2017. I will give them that. And before
they at least told us this
rant
time.
and anger, I want to at least say some positive stuff about this. It's cool.
Yeah.
The game list is great. I mean, I don't see Final Fantasy 2 or Chrono Trigger on here, but hey, that's okay. Jacob's not going to rage.
It comes with
good.
2 controllers as well, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, I did see that.
But I don't think the NES... I think the NES Classic just came with 1, if I'm not mistaken. I never got one. So I don't know.
Yeah, it came with one, and then they basically threw you out to the dogs to go find another one.
Yeah, but aren't we going from
Yeah,
$60
yeah.
retail to $80 retail with this thing?
They haven't announced the price yet. It's probably. I still think it's going to be $60.
No, I thought
It's going to be 80.
I thought they announced it at $80.
I think I just read that
Oh,
right before we
okay.
started this that it was 80.
Okay, so it's $80. Wow, that's a lot, and it's less games too. I mean, like they're bigger, but
Yeah, that I really don't mind. Just as everyone probably knows, the Super Nintendo is my favorite console of all time for sure. That's probably why Nathaniel thought I was like blowing my load and flipping out about this, and I kind of am to a point. And
Yeah.
I would absolutely have lost my mind if the NES Classic didn't happen. Again, I still don't believe it actually happened. I should be more excited about this, but I don't believe this is going to happen either. Like I tweeted on Twitter, and I already said that I believe this is going to be some like legend I'm going to tell my grandchildren about that may or may not have happened. You know, like
Yeah.
like the
It'll be this-
the existence of God.
The legend of the NES and SNES
of
classics.
the classics,
Yeah, the
the
legend.
legend of the
classics.
minis.
I just, I have so mixed on emotions right now.
I mean,
This must be a very hard time for you right now.
look,
Drew.
I would not be nearly as annoyed or irritated by this if they had not given us like if they would have given us Virtual Console on Switch, I would be so much happier right now. I'd be like, okay, yeah, that's fine. But we haven't gotten it.
I'm honestly though, just going back to the games, like really the lineup is pretty stellar. I mean, we have all the big ones,
Yes.
Good.
the Zelda, the Mario, the Metroid, but then there's stuff like Secret of Mana. No one talks about that. Mario RPG. Nintendo actually acknowledged that game exists.
Yes.
That surprised
Earthbound.
me.
It's a spectacular lineup for sure.
Yeah, I'm surprised that Contra 3 is on here. I was also shocked about the fact
Yeah,
that
and
Kirby's
Castlevania
Dream
4
Course
too.
was on. Yeah, and Castlevania 4. Yeah.
Well, it's two Kirby titles. There's Superstar and Dream Course.
Yeah, I thought that they would only put Superstar on here. Like that kind of shocked me a little bit. I
Yeah.
don't think Dream Course is really that popular. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of either of the games, but I'm just kind of happy they're there. And obviously Earthbound, that one has had a huge resurgence of late. Thank God that's on there. But I miss Final Fantasy 2. Like I'm of the thought that I like Final Fantasy 2 better than Final Fantasy 3. Technically, it's 4 and 6, but for us stupid Americans, it's 2 and 3.
But guys, we haven't gotten Mario Paint. Where is the Mario Paint?
That would be pretty sweet.
Where's the SNES mouse?
It came with like the mouse too. Yeah.
Yeah,
A SNES mini mouse.
that would have been cool.
Actually, speaking of accessories, they had to announce that the cords for the controllers aren't going to be 3 feet long. They're now 5 feet long, which is an improvement. Still a little short, but it's better than the NES
I
controllers.
think I can work with 5 feet myself.
5 feet's not bad.
It's not bad.
I do wish it was more like 8 to 10.
Yeah.
That would be nice.
Yeah, the way I look at it is a controller cord needs to be as long as me. And I'm 6'3", so if it's not that, it needs to be at least that.
I think that's purely like coincidental though, Jacob, that like 6'3" is how tall you are versus like that's what would work for a cord.
That is no.
Well, I think the point being is, most people are going to play this from kind of a distance because, you're not usually super close to your TV. So if you're going to have a wired cord, it should be pretty long.
Yeah.
Especially since, TVs are huge nowadays, so you're pretty far back from it.
Yeah.
Well,
No matter how much Nintendo wants it to happen again, we're not going to sit cuddled in front of the TV with our legs crossed. It's not happening. We're going to sit on a nice comfy couch because we're tired from our jobs.
I don't know what you're talking about, Jacob. Like I live on the floor curled up in a blanket with a controller in my hand.
I stand corrected.
I'm just kidding. I don't.
I stand corrected.
I don't do that.
There's going to be someone out there who's like, I sit on the floor and play games.
Yeah, we'll see it in the comments for sure.
Now everyone's going to say that in the comments.
Yeah.
Literally
Yeah.
everybody.
Yeah. Well, look, I'm happy about Star Fox 2, okay? Like, I'm glad that
that's
Nintendo
pretty cool.
finally is saying you can have it,
It even came with some new artwork too, which is pretty neat.
And
That was nice artwork. I'll give him that. That was beautiful.
And Miyamoto was quoted back in 2015 as saying that we would probably never get it. So the fact we get it now in an official release is nice.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Only 2 years later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Coincidentally, Star Fox 2 came out 2 years later after they said it wasn't going to be announced or coming out. In all seriousness, no, to be completely positive, I am very happy this is happening, but I am very angry But I'm really excited about the fact that Star Fox 2 is finally coming out. Like, that's finally releasing. As a huge Star Fox fan, that was the biggest part of this news.
I'm glad it's real. I'm glad it's a thing now.
I mean, I'm really happy it's on there, but if it wasn't, I think I'd be less mad because, again, I don't think this is actually a thing.
Yeah.
I don't think this is going to be in stores.
I'll tell you what. If I get my hands on one, I'll sell you mine because I'm probably not going to use it.
I will pay you,
to be honest,
at least 20% more than market value.
Ooh. Oh, you're encouraging me to be a sculptor. Okay.
I will at the very least give you $100 for it.
Okay. That's fine.
Yes, at the very least, I will give you.
Jacob's like, I will take a giant wad of cash, Nathaniel, and I will throw it at you.
Just throw it at you. Yeah. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I'll throw $101 bills at you. That way it seems like more instead of just handing you a Ben Franklin.
Yeah. Explosion of cash.
Oh my gosh.
And then we can record it, and then we can make a slow-mo montage on YouTube of it.
I want to know, where is the Virtual Boy Classic? That's what I've been waiting for.
Dude, what do you think is going to be next? The Virtual Boy Mini or the N64 Mini?
That's what should come next. They should do that in 2018 instead of the N64 Classic.
It would be amazing, too, if they only put, like, 1% of the library on there, considering there's only, like, 8 games. It's just Mario's Tennis, and that's it. And it's a virtual Boy Mini, so you have to, like, hold it in a teacup up to your face.
And it still has those red lines that will completely destroy your eyes.
Yeah. It just still has the communist color scheme.
And with that, any final thoughts before we wrap things up?
I could definitely talk more about this. I do feel like we were a little negative about this. This is cool.
Yeah, we didn't mean to come off so negative, but
I would just be so much happier if this was after the Virtual Console for the Switch. That's it. That's my bottom line here. I wish I had more. I'm not gonna buy it. I'm probably not even gonna try to buy this thing. Okay, like, I will buy all of these games, especially Star Fox 2, if they release it on the Switch. That's my thing.
What you've both have basically said is basically my thoughts. Well, actually, now that I think about it, I really don't care that much. I mean, like, I do kind of want to get one just to try out Star Fox 2. And I've never played Kirby Superstar either, so I'd like to play that. I think that'd be pretty cool. But otherwise, I don't really care that much. And that's why I'm willing to sell you one if I get my hands on.
I would appreciate that
Classic.
quite a bit. I know you're probably sitting there just foaming at the mouth for the N64 Classic. Like, I know that's what you're waiting for.
Oh, that's what I'm really waiting for, honestly.
Yeah, do we think that we could get Diddy Kong Racing on the N64 Classic?
Hell no.
I feel like it would happen. This is 2017. I think it's possible.
Yeah, I mean,
we've gotten a lot of things to happen this year.
We're getting Metroid Prime 4. We're getting Star Fox 2. We could get Diddy Kong Racing on the N64 Classic. It's not unreasonable.
Yep.
I've been schooled. That is a very good point. We just saw Star Fox 2 out of all things get released. So
that's what I mean. That's what I'm saying.
Back up. We could possibly even get Shaq Fu as DLC for the SNES Classic at this point.
Guys, if you enjoyed the podcast, please feel free to leave a like and subscribe. Also, make sure to check out Indie Jacob's channel. Scott and Jacob post content on there. That's great. Make sure to go to their channels, check their stuff out. Scott's also making a game called Age of Nomads. Go to ageofnomads.com. And now we have the gracious end card.
Age of Nomads guys, if you have anything to say, only though, unfortunately, for you console people.
Yes.
At the moment.
That's not in the end cards.
I do like the fact that Nathaniel's better at promoting my channel than I am. That always gets me
for sure. He's gonna take care of it for you, Jacob.
Gotta be fast.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.